In this video, I'm going to be going over the best cards to be buying right now in NBA 2K23 My Team after the market has crashed a pretty decent amount and a lot of cards are so much cheaper on the auction house. I just want to get you guys an updated video of the best cards to be buying right now in the game. I'll be going over some really good budget options, some mid-level options, and then maybe some more expensive cards that I think are really good pickups for your guys' squad. Like I said, after the market did crash a pretty decent amount with the endgame Kevin Durant coming in the mode, and just what cards you guys should be looking to pick up and add to your squad. So we'll start off here with the newest set, the Encore Promo, and I think there's at least 3 guys in here that are really good pickups, and I would say probably even 4. So starting off with some mid-level guys is going to be Mark Eden. He's fairly, I guess, on the more expensive side, but he's only about like 50k. He's about 60,000 MT, somewhere in that price range, and he's going to be such a good center card because he's 7'4", has a 7'7" wingspan, one of the best player models in the game. His jump shot really isn't that bad, 76 3 ball. I feel like you can green pretty consistently with Mark Eden, and we know he's going to give you that paint presence that a lot of people do need on their squad against all of these giant cards like Yao Ming, Manute Bol, Taco, Rick Smith, all of these tall centers. It's going to be really nice to get a card like Mark Eden, 99 block, 98 interior defense, 87 steal, and a 94 perimeter, and a card that, you know, is going to be one of the best paint defenders, and then still has 85 speed and 85 acceleration. So I really like Mark Eden as a pickup right now in the game if you guys are looking for a top tier center card. I mean, he's a top 5 center for only about 50k. One of the best budget cards in my team is going to be Dark Matter Rudy Gay. I think he's an amazing pickup for only about 20k on the auction house. Maybe you can even find him for a little bit cheaper, but for around 20k, this card brings great value at that shooting guard position. He's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. Can play that shooting guard position. He's got a 95 3 ball, 98 mid range. He's amazing at going to the basket with a 98 driving dunk. He gets some crazy good dunk packages. He's going to be a solid defender. He's quick, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 95 speed with ball. He's super athletic, 95 stamina, 90 strength, and a 98 vertical. So I really do like Rudy Gay as a pickup, you know, for that shooting guard position, and gonna be a really cheap card. Talking about another kind of must-have budget card in the game, a guy that I'd really recommend buying if you guys are looking for a good small forward, in Dark Matter Carmelo. Just an all-around beast at that small forward position. He's 6'9", 7 foot wingspan, has a great player model. His stats are pretty much perfect in the game. Like, if you just scroll down and look at his stats, they're pretty much perfect, like an invincible. Then he's also got 35 Hall of Fame badges. He's got a new jump shot, so he's got the Marco Fultz base, and he does have the Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. So he's got a new and improved jump shot, and I really like the fact this card can play small forward. So I would say Carmelo, a really good small forward. I'll maybe give you guys some other options as well at the small forward position for a budget price, but I do think Carmelo is a great pickup. And then the last card from the Encore Promo is going to be Scotty Barnes, a really good point guard, 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. He's going to give you that size, the defense, and the athleticism that I know a lot of people like at their point guard position. He's got a 97 block, 97 steal, 95 perimeter, 93 interior defense. He's also got almost maxed out defensive tendencies, all going to be at a 98. I mean, this card is just amazing for his price tag of about 30k. He's just at that 30,000 MT price range, maybe a little bit lower. He's starting to go down a little bit more. I might be able to find him for like 25 to 30k, somewhere in that range, but I think he's an amazing point guard that a lot of you guys should be looking to pick up and potentially add to your squad. So 4 cards from the Encore Promo I think are all great pickups: Carmelo, Scotty Barnes, Rudy Gay, and Mark Eden. Some expensive ones like Eden, some mid-level guys like Rudy Gay and Scotty Barnes, and then a super cheap card in Carmelo. I think are all great pickups right now in my team. Now going over to the Gloria set, the main card you guys should definitely be focused on getting is this Dark Matter AK card. So amazing at small forward and shooting guard, and now he's only down to about 50,000 MT, which is kind of crazy for AK. I'm not gonna lie, this AK-47 card for 50k is one of the best value cards in my team. You get a guy that can defend most positions, a guy that can really clamp up against the T-Max of the worlds, the KDs of the world. You know, he's 6'9" at shooting guard, 7 foot wingspan. His defensive stats are off the charts, all at a 98, and he's one of the best defending shooting guards in the game. And then he still does have a pretty good jump shot with the O'Shea base, the Miles Bridges upper on very quick timing. And then he's also got the Trey Siggs, he's got the Trey Size Up, Trey Escape, Trey Fade. I mean, this card all around is a must pick up card in the game, in my opinion. And then some also pretty solid cards from this glorious set. Guys like Josh Smith, a very similar small forward to Karl Malone. Very similar with their dribble sigs, their jump shots, their stats, and their badges. So Josh Smith is another amazing budget card in my team. Lauri Markkanen, I think, is a great pickup for, once again, a budget price of under 20k. You know, 7 foot at small forward, 7'4" wingspan. He's super well-rounded stats-wise, and I think he's an amazing pickup if you guys are looking for a tall small forward, can maybe play a little bit of power forward. And then also OG Anunoby from this glorious promo, 6'7" at the 2, 7'2" wingspan, elite level defender. He's just a really good two-way card. He plays great defense, especially on the perimeter. He's got a good jump shot and very solid dribble sig. So OG, AK, Lauri Markkanen, Josh Smith, those are all going to be amazing pickups from this glorious promo. Going over to the Heat Wave. The Heat Wave set, I think there's only really one card you guys should be going after, and that's going to be Dark Matter Ralph Sampson, a very similar card to Mark Eden. He might be a lot more expensive. Like, I think he's only about, he might be like 80-90k, which is a lot more expensive compared to Mark Eden. So if you're deciding between the two centers, I think for their price, I would just go get Mark Eden. He's a little bit cheaper, and I do think he's slightly better. But if you're looking for two center cards, I would go Ralph Sampson and Mark Eden. I think both of those guys are great options. From the Splash Zone set, I really don't think anybody in here is a card that you should be buying. You know, Sean Kemp, I don't think is as good as Josh Smith. You know, Karl Malone, AK-47, that small forwards. I wouldn't really recommend picking anybody up from that Splash Zone set. From Rush, I would say Glenn Robinson. He's a pretty good option. I would say Andrew Wiggins is probably the best Rush card in the game, and he's still fairly cheap, only about 25-30k. So I do think Wiggins, if you guys are looking for another Rudy Gay level of shooting guard, I think he's another great option. You know, Bill Walton's still pretty good if you're looking for a power forward. DeMar DeRozan, he's here in somewhere. Like, DeMar is another Andrew Wiggins, OG Anunoby type of level at the shooting guard position. Great at getting to the basket, and I do think has a great jump shot. And then the last card I want to talk about is going to be Draymond Green, which I can never find. Where is Draymond? Is he at the end? He's at the end here with Andrew Wiggins. He's another amazing point guard, super cheap, about 20k or below. He's 6'7" at the 1, 7'1" wingspan, and he's an amazing defender at the point guard position. 95 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, and a 97 interior defense. So guys from the Rush set that I think are worth picking up and a really good option. Cards like Draymond, Wiggins, Bill Walton, Glenn Robinson, DeMar are all going to be really, really solid pickups. And then from the Fuego set, I would say it's just going to be Jonathan Isaac. He's another small forward on that Karl Malone, Josh Smith type of level, and he's only about like 35 to 40k. 30,000 MT right here. I think that's an amazing pickup for Jonathan Isaac. Still one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. From season 6, I would say Vince Carter. He's a really good option for below 50k. He's really good offensively, has an amazing jump shot, and is great at going downhill, getting to the basket. From the Titan set, if you're looking for a power forward, I think Dirk's a really good option. I think he's only about 30-40k. Which is really good for a power forward on Dirk's level. He's got a great jump shot, one of the fastest releases in the game. So I do think Dirk is an amazing pickup, you know, to be buying after the market crash. From the Titan set, or sorry, from the interdimensional set, I think Tim Thomas is a really good pickup. You can probably get him for below 150k. Luka Doncic you can get for below 200k. He's a really good pickup. These are some more expensive cards, but I think Tim Thomas and Luka are amazing pickups from the interdimensional set. And then also, if you want a budget option, a really good budget power forward for under 10k, I think Marc Gasol is your go-to option on that same level as a Dirk Nowitzki, a Bill Walton at power forward, but he's only going to be 10,000 MT. From out of position 2, I would say KG, he's an amazing pickup. Even though he's gone back up in price a ton, he's back up to like over 150k. He was actually 100,000 MT yesterday on Friday, which is kind of crazy, the fact that he's now back up this much in price, but I still feel like he's a really good pickup. Ron Artest is another great pickup. He's a very similar point guard to a Scotty Barnes, and he's down in price a ton, about maybe 50 to 60k. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Also T-Mac. T-Mac's a really good pickup from the Radiant set. You can get him for below 200,000 MT. He's a really good pickup. D-Rob's still a great power forward. He's a good pickup. You know, out of position, Taco Fall, I mean, you can get him for around 150,000 MT. He's still one of the best bigs in the game. And then also Kristaps from the 16-bit promo. Even though he has that new Invincible, this Dark Matter is still going to be top tier for only about like 175,000 MT or below. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the best cards to be picking up right now in the game. Different price points, different positions, all that type of stuff. I just think those are the best cards to be buying right now in the game. Cards that are really good for their price. You know, some are budget, some are expensive, but if you guys are looking for great cards, in my opinion, those are the great guys that have dropped in price and I do think are a lot cheaper that you can now pick up for a lot cheaper on the auction house. But let me know in the comment section down below maybe some other really good cards to be picking up right now in the game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.